right, so there's this cow out here. She's in this pasture that's just outside of the corrals. And my wife saw her a little bit ago, and she looks like she has two bad cuts on her back legs, like she's got wire wrapped around it. And we got close enough to see. It looks like maybe it's like the size of pin flag wire, so it might be from like old valent twine or something, but it's cut up her legs. So we kind of tried bringing her in, and she got kind of belligerent. My wife was just out checking stuff in her pickup. I went out there real quick on a four-wheeler and couldn't get her, so I came back and got on Spud. And it'd be really nice to bring her in here into the corrals and doctor her, just so I can keep an eye on her. But if I can't, then I'll just have to doctor her out here in this pasture. But the tricky part is she's got these bad cuts on her back legs, and that's kind of what you use to control an animal like this. So I have to be real careful about that. But hopefully I can just ease her in here and we can take care of her here in the corrals. So that's what I'm up to. So here we go. I got her roped. She was running off that way, so I'd stop her when she tried to run off that way. The corrals are just right there, so when she walks the right way, I just let her go and we'll stop and take a break. When she goes the wrong way, I dally up and stop her. So hopefully we can get her in there so I can keep an eye on her. Here we go. Well, got her roped and laid down and used my Leatherman here. Toss this down, but this is the stuff that was wrapped around her back feet. It's a little thinner than baling wire, so I don't know what it is, but I'm going to give her a shot and let her up, and hopefully she recovers. Well, I got her doctored, and hopefully she recovers from that. That wire was cut in there pretty deep, and you know, my wife has ADHD, which, you know, a lot of people see as kind of a disability or a handicap or something, but the way it seems to work is they're really good at picking out things that are different. So, you know, something like that cow, I probably wouldn't have noticed, but, you know, she does. She noticed that cow looks different than the rest. And so she always goes and checks that stuff out, and, you know, was able to come back and tell me this cow has wire wrapped around her legs. And, you know, had we not gotten to it, she definitely would have died, and it'd have been a slow, painful death. But because of her ability or superpower with ADHD, you know, she was able to spot that and come and take care of it. And it's happened several times. So all you people out there with ADHD, you know, don't get too down on yourselves. It's not really a disability, and anybody in the ranching or cowboy world that's got it, use it as an ability to spot out things that are different, like, you know, lame horses or sick cattle and things like that, because your brain is programmed that way. So anyways, a little spiel about that. Sorry about not getting much of the action on that. I had her roped and she'd take off the wrong way, and I'd dally up and stop her, and, you know, we did that several times, and I thought, I'm just gonna wear her out and there's not gonna be any cow left if I ever do get her to the corral. So just decided to lay her down. And so what I did was, they call it the El Guapo, but I was just really sure to keep my rope up above those cuts on her back legs, because holy, that hurt like hell having a rope get wrapped around there. And then I got off and tied up her back feet, and I thought, oh, she's probably too wore out for me to worry about flopping around too much. But god dang, she was tough, and she threw a fit some more. So I tied her front feet up also, and then I used my Leatherman with the wire snippers on there to cut that wire off in several different chunks and pull it out, and then gave her some antibiotics. You know, I marked her with some pink chalk on her face and side, so we'll be able to see her from a distance and make sure she's doing all right. But it'd have been nice to bring her in the corrals here and really be able to keep an eye on her. But, you know, that's why they got ropes and horses for situations like that. But anyway, thanks for watching.